Very good afternoon, friends. I am Soumitra from Packaged Drinking Water Business, and I have been in this line for last 28 plus years. So enough experience, you can see it. Even the channel is also pretty old now. From 2013 we are running some 700 plus videos and some subscribers, good amount of subscribers. Okay, so first is that we only post all the information for the packaged drinking water business, bottled water business. So if you are not subscribed to it, please subscribe and press the bell icon for you to not to miss a single video. This is not a pitching kind of thing, but to educate the people and introduce our services as well. So at the end I will talk about my services, what or wherever it relates to, but let us talk about the burning thing. So with the arrival at the Reliance, okay, the Campa water, so they have introduced the water at ₹15, and many people have they are seeing as a challenge, because these Reliance people have that got habit, so when they introduce this SIM cards also, they disrupted the business. So whether it will disrupt the whole business or what to do, but the major challenge is whether a company, the small companies, can survive or not, because there is a difference between the SIM card business and the water business. So first of all is SIM card can be produced at one place and it can be distributed anywhere. So it was possible. Okay, so it is not the case with water. Okay, water has to be local only. Somebody sitting in Mumbai cannot distribute water at Delhi, the same water. Okay, unless it is a natural Himalayan water, okay, mineral water, and you know the prices of mineral waters, they are, so there is a different niche altogether. So we are talking about the regular packaged drinking water, which is regularly available. The packaged drinking water, as you know, that it is produced from ground, and all the minerals are removed and effective minerals are added, and thus the packaged drinking water is produced. So this business is also, it's a huge business, there is a huge demand. So but the challenge is that on this business there is going to be some amount of competition has arrived in this business because of these many factors. So we are talking in terms of how we can cope up with the competition, and how this business can be made possible. The whole purpose of the channel is to make the business profitable. That is what we are looking at. Okay, so in search of that, I recently visited the Delhi exhibition also, and I met many entrepreneurs on the way, and I attended many conferences. So the whole thing is collecting whatever happening, what is latest knowledge which is happening, and transferring it to the people who are the commodity of the channel. So with the crux, what I have found out is people are going for bigger machines now. So they have in mind that if they want to be competitive, they have to be they have to reduce the per bottle cost. Perfectly all right. Okay, per bottle cost has to be reduced. Okay, so cost is divided into two things, mainly one is the operating cost and one is the fixed cost. I will just show you what it consists of. Okay, so just look at the sheet, which actually this is a sheet which we share inside the trainings. So we also hand you over the copy of the original Excel sheet, so you can do that. So if you look at it, the sheet which is in front of you is the Capex. Capex is what? It's a one-time cost. The Capex is capital equipment cost. Without that you cannot start a plant. Okay, so you can see there are various components in Capex also. Various things you can see that, and you can incorporate these things. So these things are also there in the Capex. And another thing is when we talk about water bottle business monthly profit. So monthly profit is not just Capex. So monthly profit is, you have got another components of expenses, indirect expenses. These are the fixed expenses. So we discuss about them in details in the trainings. Okay, but even if you don't come to the training, you have to consider these expenses. Okay, so these are the expenses, how they are calculated, all that is a deeper thing. But one is indirect expenses, that is fixed expenses, those are not going to change. Okay, and one is direct expenses. Direct expenses is per bottle cost. This is the margin which we are talking about. So these are roughly a sample costing which we share, and we also talk about the BEP, that is break-even point. So how many cases and how many cases you need to manufacture per month for arriving at the bottled water business per month cost. Okay, so that is a search term. That is what I'm talking it for, because people talk in their regular languages. Okay, so this is what we are talking about. Okay, so now the thing is, when we talk about the other things, so whenever we are talking about the regular businesses, so I am always on the lookout for talking to people as to what they think of their future plans. So whenever there is a bottled water entrepreneur which I meet many people over there and otherwise also. So again, nowadays the current mood is going for a bigger line of machines now. So even the manufacturer also tell that we now don't sell 30 bpm machines. They think that is a very small machine and all that. Whereas in our trainings we tell you to start with the smaller things. So make profits and then go for bigger. Because once you make profit, once you make an investment for a bigger thing, you cannot come back. It is not that easy. Instead of that, step by step going is better. Agreed that they have a dialogue that if you go for bigger machines, capacity machines, the per bottle cost comes down. That is perfectly all right. Okay, but is that sufficient? Because with the per bottle cost, when you increase for the bigger machines for the reducing the per bottle cost, okay, your one expense is going to shoot definitely. That is the machine cost, that is the capital cost. That is fine, I agreed. So when you increase the capital cost, the interest on capital also increases. So you have a commitment, plus you have got increased EMI, and you also have the hidden piece to over there, that is the electricity bill. So there is actually one interview on our channel, okay, Life O2. So that entrepreneur said that when he goes for a bigger machine, he has to think for the bigger commitment towards the power expenses. Second is your slab also increases. You know that? So they have got slabs. So minimum charges 40 HP ka one slab, 60 HP ka one slab, 90 HP ka, something like that. Every state has got their different slabs. So the minimum commitment towards the minimum slab increases. It means that if you want to run the plant in lesser capacity, you will be charged with the higher capacity because you have installed it. So there is also a trap like that. So it is always sensible to go slow, go step by step. You make money, run. You always have an option to run the plant for more time, isn't it? So that you can always do. So why not do that? Okay. So, but even having said that, if you have some existing plant owners, I met one plant owner at the airport, and he was telling that he was going from 60 bpm to 420 bpm. Straight away 7 times rise is doing. He must be having very huge orders in hand and all that. I don't know what he's doing about his Capex, his BEP, is he calculating right now or not, I don't know. But let us assume that he has done all the things, he is running in profits, he has calculated well. Still, irrespective of that, there is one more thing which is underlooked, that is the how you are going to compensate for that. So one immediate way for going for it is a solar plant. So are you going for the solar plant? So people don't think of going for it. So why they don't do it, I really don't know. So I have actually made a blog, actually you can see in the description, that what is the entrepreneur's mindset behind not going for that. It may be simple inertia of thinking, sometimes people like to think aggressive, they don't prefer slow thinking. So what is slow thinking? You have to stop for some time, you have to disintegrate, you have to go away, and you have to stop, you have to think step by step and then arrive at a decision. I don't say that you don't go for bigger capacity machines, but with that also go for the sure shot solar panel way or the rain harvesting way. Okay, rain harvesting, it is also important because it will reduce the TDS of your incoming raw water. Okay, and why you should consider it? Because CGWA has come out, you know that, right? I am again pointing my finger to one video where we spoke about the CGWA charges, Central Groundwater Authority. So they are going to be strict, and with the FSSAI, their implementation of things is going to be truly heavy thing. It's not that you just go on adding the machines and you will be in profits. Okay, so in addition to the solar thing, you also need to think about not just increasing in one line straight away. I mean, going from 60 bpm to say, what you said, 420 bpm. Why not incorporating some other lines? Like I was talking to one entrepreneur last week. He was a trainee, so he had planned for the shrink label machine. So when we spoke about the sticker labeling in the training, he said that no, I will be going only for sticker labeling, I will not going for shrink labeling. So that is not going to work. Okay, so you have to be ready with the flexible things. You have to be flexible. If you get yourself locked in one particular thing, So you may struggle. So we'll do one more thing. We'll do, I talked to, Gemini, the AI agent, and we searched, and how there are some misleading informations about the profit. We'll just search. We'll go to the YouTube now. We'll try to search some terms over there about the packaged drinking water business. What is the material available there? I don't say that they are lying, but everybody has his own say. And what is the truth? So let us find it out. Okay, here we go. We are on the YouTube and we are trying to find out water bottle business profit per month. So where this term come from? As I told you that from my search history, I found out that this is the most searched term as far as the profit is concerned. So I thought, why not to make a research on that? Okay. So water bottle business profit per month. Okay. So he is saying make your own water bottle brand like Bisleri. 15. I don't know what is the figure like. Maybe 15 CR also. Know your ROI. This might be a sensible thing. Let us think. But these are all short videos. Okay. So these are good things. This may be. So there are many things. Sometimes it is very much misleading content. Okay. So this is chota budget, bada, whatever. So we happen to think that it is always, the grass is always very green. Okay, we think that it is a great business, and it is a great business, but sensibly done, it is a great business. Okay, by just going through the video captions and the video contents, we cannot think. Only in 25,000 he is saying 1 crore kamane ka plan or something like that. He may be talking sense, I don't know. Okay, so we are not pointing out or judging anybody, but let us talk the truth. Okay, so now let us stop this and go to the AI agent to find out the truth. So I went to the Gemini and first asked it that what is the percentage of bottled water plants set up in India closed down in 2 years only. So it is saying that 30 to 40% people closed down in 2 years, first 2 years. Now let us go a little further. Okay, I asked it how many in 1 to 3 years. So it is saying, let us come down and check up the figure. What is the rate? So almost 55 to 60% closed down in the first 3 years. Why? Year 3 is the turning point. So it is that all they say round and round. Okay, so let us go still further. And what is the single most important failure reason? So what I am asking, what is the single most important failure reason? It is very obvious that one basic reason is there, because it's not making money, so it is closing down. But let us go and find out the reason behind it. What is the reason behind not making the profit? Okay, so it is saying the lack of established distribution network. Okay, before starting the production, logistics and sales point. And what is a silent killer? Why it kills? It says that idle plant trap. So very important. So now I want to bring your attention here. If you set up a very huge capacity machine only, okay, if you set up one huge capacity machine, and if you are idle, the EMI remains the same. You cannot come back. It is not coming back. So this is a major thing. So contrast of success, they are saying point. So what I am asking it again, is financial awareness the key? So it is saying that yes, and the unit economics, very important. Okay, so that is what we focus on. So we focus in our trainings about the unit economics. Okay, so we tell you how to arrive. I will just take the thing again to my Excel sheet. I will try to tell you that this is nothing but the unit economics. Okay, these are direct expenses, how they change and all that. This is all unit economics. Okay, indirect expenses. Okay, how much it is coming to. So it is all unit economics. The break-even points we talk about, break-even bottles, and everything almost we talk about the unit economics. It changes. It is not like that this much is the profit. So break-even line as per the plan. So my point is, when you go away, okay, when you go away from the typical 40 to 420 BPM ka machine model, from that, if you think silently, or if you think slowly, if you think methodically, and if you decide to go for the solar thing business. For example, if you go for the solar business right now, solar power, not business, the solar power system. Okay, so what it will do is, it will cut down your cost. So we'll go to the sheet again, and let's see how much is the indirect expense, because electricity is the indirect killer. So here you can see that, for example, this plant needs 63 HP, that is 47 kW. Okay, so the cost per monthly bill, it comes to around 1 lakh rupees. Okay, so 1 lakh rupees is the expense. So 12 lakh 70,000 is the annual outgo. So if you go to solar rooftop system, so it will cut down your 90% bill. I am not a solar plant manufacturer. I am just giving you an angle. So what will happen is, as a result, you will save the money which is outgoing, and it is very easy to save money rather than make more profits. So suppose example, if you are making 1 lakh rupees per month, if you want to make additional 10,000 rupees, you will have to make 2 lakh rupees ka sale and then 10% profit again. Instead, if you want to save 10,000 rupees, you have to only cut down some expense. So that is the logic behind going for a solar plant. Okay, and solar plant, the investment, everything we can talk about. Okay, even you can discuss about it. So where we can talk about this? So one is, as I told you, that we have got trainings. So I will just show you a training page. So this page is not now currently, this is not to explain the features of the training, but I'm just telling you that every month we have got trainings. Now 4th May and June also we have got trainings. Okay, so there are, every month there are trainings. You go through the page in relax. It is in the description, it is given. Okay, this is number one way. Second, if you don't want to have a training, you can also go for the consultancy. Okay, in consultancy, about this particular profit aspect, I will tell you to go for the aqua finance metrics. Okay, so in aqua finance metric, we can double check your costing sheet, or if you have an existing plant, we can still do the audit. Okay, so we have also got sustainability assessment for existing plants. So we are doing this for various companies in India and abroad also. Okay, so we have done this. So you can just always come to us. You can write to us, or just comment in the comment box or in the comments of the video, and we can definitely talk. But do not go just by like that and do and increase the price. Okay, increase the capacity. So don't do like that. Thoughtfully, slow process, slowly think, because this is irrevocable. Once you take a decision, it is very difficult to come back. So as an entrepreneur also, I have ventured many businesses. Whenever I have failed, I have thought that they say that in the rush of emotions, intelligence does not work. So don't get sold to any big thinking things. You should think big, no doubt about it, but sensible thinking is more important than just big thinking. So stay tuned. If you are not subscribed to this, subscribe to it, and if you have, press the bell icon also, and check the description. There are various links. Okay, there is also a newsletter we run. We also run a community. Okay, so if you want to join the WhatsApp community, we can join that also. Thank you so much.